And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. For those who are just tuning in, we had the USA taking on Team France, and the score was France 20, USA 3. As the USA has suffered their first loss of the season, they're currently 0-1, while France is 1-0. So our next game, ladies and gentlemen, will be Team Russia taking on Team Australia, and that will be live from Sydney. So that's going to be a good one. It will be our next game. So here we go. Russia versus Australia. And welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We are live here in Sydney, Australia for this edition of the Global Football League. And a beautiful day here in Sydney. Our last game, that was the Team USA versus Team France. It was also a beautiful day in Paris.
Select heads or tails.
So it was actually a hot one. A cold one here in. What did I say it was hot? It's a cold one here in Sydney, of course, being here in the Southern Hemisphere.
Visitors, do you like to kick off or receive the kick?
Now, it's summer in Russia, but here in Australia, it is actually winter. As both teams headed onto the field. I can't talk. As number 3 is going to kick it away here. And Russia has won the coin toss, as they will get the ball to start the game.
Let's go, boys, let's go. Red, 32.
London with the gun. Handoff to number 38. And number 38 goes down, and that brings up 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6, ball on the 25. Number 14, pocket's going to collapse, and it does, as that results in a sack. And that brings up 3rd and 10. Number 14 going to throw it deep, and almost intercepted there. And so Russia will have to punt it away. And Russia going to punt it away. Fair catch called by number 13.
It's 1st and 10. At the 39-yard line.
So 1st and 10 for Team Australia. Number 2 back to throw. And he's going to throw it to number 15. That's complete. But not enough for the first down. That brings up 2nd and 2. Valesco was the intended receiver there. Number 2 back to throw. He's going to throw it deep, but this might get picked off. but instead it goes incomplete. That brings up 3rd and 2.
It's 3rd and 2.
White. Ready. Hut, hut.
2nd and 2, handoff to number 31. And that's going to be an Australian first down. Good job moving the chains. As Team Australia able to pull off a 3rd down conversion. Number 2 going to run with it, but that goes nowhere as it brings up 2nd and 10.
The ball is on the 47.
2nd and 10, ball on the 47. 2 wideouts on the field. Number 2 going to throw. And hold on, we have a flag. And this is going to be pass interference on Russia.
The ball will be moved half the distance to the goal. Automatic, first down.
It's 1st and
So that brings up a automatic first down for Australia. And the ball will be set at the 24.
Ready, set.
Got a man in motion right there. And number 48 only gains a yard as it brings up 2nd and 9.
It's 2nd and 9.
That was Mulrain that tried to get more. That was only gained a yard. And here, number 2 gonna throw it to number 89 as he's in for the touchdown. Touchdown, Australia. And that was Labrie that caught that one. And ladies and gentlemen, he might be one of the best wide receivers in the GFL right now. And that was a gain of 23 by Labrie as number 3 going to kick the extra point. Oh man, I wonder if did that hit one of his guys? Instead, that was still impressive. I thought that was going to end up no good, but it's still...
7.
But it still hit the uprights. As the PAT is good, and now both teams back on the field as Russia will get the ball back, and we'll see if Russia can tie it up here. Number 3 is given the signal and kicks it away. And number 12 going to try to run with it as Russia will start at their own 24. First and 10. Number 14 throws to number 80, and that's going to be a first down. And great play by Russia there to get the first. And number 14 is going to get loose. He's at the 30. But the defense able to catch up to him. And so he is down at the 30, but a great gain by Russia there. Number 14 lined up in the gun, and number 14 is going to run with it. And that's going to be another first down for the Russians. First and 10, ball at the 19. And only a gain of 2 right there as it brings up 2nd and 8. Second and 8. Number 14 looking for a receiver. Hands it to number 82, and he's in for the touchdown. Touchdown, Russia. And now Russia only a point away from tying this one up. Number 15 will kick the extra point, and it's good. So we are all tied
The score
at
is
7
now
apiece.
Visitor 7. Home 7.
And ladies and gentlemen, don't forget that we will have a double feature, what we call it the GFL double feature. Of course, we saw earlier USA versus France, and now you're seeing Russia versus Australia. But don't forget, tomorrow we will have a game as well as. But due to time constraints, we will only have one game tomorrow. But also Monday and Tuesday this week, we will have more coverage of the GFL. I can't tell you how many games there will be, but just tune in, and we will have more as Tobin.
7. Visitor 7.
And there we go. We are after the first quarter, we are tied at 7.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
So that was number 31, Tobin, able to gain a 9, so it brings up 2nd and 1. And Tobin again, able to get the first down for Australia.
It's 1st and 10.
Green 23. Green 23. Hut, set. Ready.
2nd and 2, and ladies and gentlemen, for those who don't know, we're live here in Sydney, Australia,
Boys, let's go.
and
Green.
I mean, I'm basically spending the entire, my flight isn't until, I would say, I think it's tomorrow? Here's the next day. I'll check the ticket again, but I don't know what I'm going to do here in
1st and 10.
Sydney. Maybe I'll go to the Opera House.
48-yard line.
120. Ready. Go. Hut.
Of course, I want to cruise the Outback. You can't go to Australia and not go to the Outback. See some kangaroos and other species that are exclusive here to Australia.
Green.
So 2nd and 5, and then there's the Great Barrier Reef. But enough about the tourist attractions here in Australia. As number 86 gets it, and he's at the 10. Touchdown, Australia! And Australia breaks the tie. Dump kick. How do you pronounce the last name? A dump kick? There's one of the. Okay, I think it's how you pronounce it. Number 3, gonna kick the extra point, and it's good.
The score is now
So the score is now Australia 14, Russia 7. Now Russia was able to tie up with them their last drive, so can they do that again? That's the question. We were tied at 7. The question is, will we be tied at 14? Number 3 getting ready to kick this one away. And that is deep near the goal line. Number 12 has it. And he is down at the 17.
it's 1st and 10.
So another thing about that is, what I would say kind of interesting about the GFL is that being Team Canada. Now all their home games will be under Canadian football rules, as he is tackled for a loss, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 20.
It's 2nd and 1.
That was Pridge, who was tackled for a loss, and number 14. He's got to be careful not to get a safety, and he avoids the safety, and that brings up 3rd and 11. 3rd and 11, ball on the 16. Number 14 back to throw, looking. And a short throw right there to number 13. And Russia's able to hold on to the ball as they get a first down. And ladies and gentlemen, we have reached the 2-minute warning. And that was to Africa. And I'm talking about the player, not the continent. So that's going to bring us 2nd and 4.
It's 2nd and 4.
And Russia has called the timeout. And remember, Russia's home games will be in Moscow. There's even been rumors that Vladimir Putin himself is supposed to attend one of the games, but that is unknown.
It's 1st and 10.
So Russia has called their 2nd timeout. They have one left. And another Russian first down there.
It's 1st and 10.
I'll tell you, the last game between France and USA was kind of a lopsided game. But both of these teams, you talk about 2 equally matched teams, it would have to be Australia and Russia. And he throws to number 80, but that's only a gain of a yard.
It's 2nd and 9.
And brings up 2nd and 9. On the 37, throw to number 13. As Russia able to get another first down. And that was Africa that caught that. I actually had a chance to speak with him before the game. And he said having the last name of continent doesn't really bother him. But here we go, number 14. Handoff to number 38. And that's going to bring up 2nd and 5. And they're not going to call a timeout here. They got to, I don't know what they're planning to do. They need to get rid of this fast before time expires.
At halftime, it's visitor.
What?
7. Home 14.
Why did they call a timeout? They had one left. Didn't they? They had one left. They could have made it 10-14, but they ran out of time. And now they'll have to kick it to Australia. So it's still 7-14. Russia had the chance to make it 10-14, but they ran out of time before they could kick the field goal. And Australia will start at their own 20. Because probably the 2 biggest sports here in Australia, of course, being soccer, or
Ball is on the 20-yard
as they also like to call football, and rugby. Number 2 hands it off to number 31. And a gain of 2 for the Australians.
Let's go, boys. Let's go. 120. Hut, hut.
Number 2 back to throw. Number 86, can he catch it? Yes, he can. Australia has a chance to double their lead here. And that's what I want to wonder. That's what I'm wondering right now if they can. And the handoff to number 31. And that brings up 2nd and 8.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
And Tobin,
120.
I don't know if he was tying his shoe or what was going on there. Number 2 back. And wait a minute. Defense gets to him, but he gets rid of the ball just in time. And that's a first down. And Tobin taking on the duties of a wide receiver.
It's 1st and 10.
Green 23. Green 23. Hut, hut.
And number 48, able to dodge one tackle, but can't the other. But, hey, that's okay. He gets the first down.
It's 1st and 10. At the 29
First and
yard
10, ball on the 29.
Ready, set, hut, hut.
And then the handoff to number 31. And hold on, we got a flag. And this is going to be on Australia. That's going to be holding.
First down.
Let's go, boys, let's go.
At the 39 yard.
So that's going to push him back and make it first and 20.
Ready, set, hut, hut.
And that's going to push him back to the 39. And almost intercepted. And that brings up second and 20.
It's second and long. At the 39
So
yard.
second and long here.
Hut, hut, set.
At least they're on offense. They can make up the yardage. But hold on, we got another flag. And that's going to be on Australia, and it's another holding call. So that's going to push it back even further. And now it's going to be second and 30.
Ready, hut, hut.
I mean, I will tell you, one holding call is bad enough, but when you commit 2 holding penalties, I mean, now you're really digging yourself a hole, just like Australia has right now.
Red, 32.
Third and 24, and you know they're gonna pass it here. Okay, short throw, and that goes incomplete. And Australia will have to punt it away.
Let's go, boys, let's go.
From the 43-yard line.
So Australia getting ready to punt it away here. And that is a booming punt. It's going to call the fair catch. And they will start from their own 6. I don't know why. I don't know why he's called for a fair catch. There weren't any defenders near him. And hold on. This is going to be a false start.
False start. Offense.
And now that's going to push him back to the 3-yard line. As Russia is in danger of getting a safety here. He's going to hand it off. Number 38. And that brings up second and 6. Great way to avoid the safety there. It's just to hand it off to his running back. It's a second and 6. Ball on their own 10. 14 going to get rid of it here, and it goes incomplete. That brings up third and 6. You know, I think one of the reasons he's just getting away in a hurry is because he doesn't want to risk getting a safety. And that's going to bring up fourth and 2. And, you know, when you talk about having your backs to the wall, as Russia will punt it away here, and he's going to need a lot of muscle. Because he wants to get him back. Now, you always want to have a good punter that has a lot of kicking power because,
First and 10. At the
you know,
45
you want them
yard
deep in their own on their own side of the field. Now, Australia right now going to start from their own 45, and he will be down at the 49.
It's second, closing up visitor. 7.
So that's the end of the third quarter. The score: Australia 14, Russia 7.
It's second and 6.
And we are back, ready to start the fourth quarter. Number 2 back to throw. He's going to throw to number 86. And number 86 taken down. But he still gets a first down. And, oh, is he? No, he's not injured. I thought he may have injured himself there, but oh, he seems to be fine.
It's first and 10.
He's not limping or anything. I mean, I've always heard about injuries. You know, it's better to be, you know, at least limping and not being able to get up at all. Because that's a red flag right there. And any coach, anybody who's played football will tell you that is like a huge red flag is when a player is unable to get up. On their own, anyways. And that's going to be and the defense, this Russian defense able to get to him. And that's going to be a sack, and it brings up third and 21.
Red 32. Red 32. Ready.
You know, the NFL had some legendary defenses over the years. Can't forget the 85 Bears or the 2000 Baltimore Ravens. And both of those defenses teams, those legendary defense, went on to win Super Bowls. Bears winning Super Bowl 20. And this might, oh, no, this would be a fair catch. And then the Ravens going on to win Super Bowl 35. And handoff to number 20. And that's going to bring up 2nd and 4. And the 2nd and 4 ball on the 7. Handoff again. And they're onto him. He's going to lose a yard. And it's going to be 3rd and 5.
Red 32.
And I think this Australian defense is onto him. And he's going to have to get rid of it here. And he hands it to number 13, who's able to get a first down. 1st and 10, ball on the 19. Number 30 hands it off to number 38. And another first down. This is what they're looking for. It's not out of reach yet, but a touchdown is a must for Russia. Do they have what it takes to tie it up? And time is winding down, but they do still have all their timeouts. Well,
The ball is on the
of course, I spoke too soon. Russia using their first timeout. Number 14 looking. He can't afford to get sacked here. And he's down, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 8.
3rd and 8.
And Russia has called their second. They have one left.
3rd and 8.
And they got to make that timeout count. He throws it, it goes incomplete. Now the question. Do you go for it? Honestly, if I was Russia, I'd be like, heck yeah, I'm going for it. And that's exactly what they're going to do. Number 14, back to throw. Throws in. No, he's short. And that's going to be a turnover on downs. As Australia will get it.
At the 33-yard line. It's 1st and 10. At the 33-yard
Red
line.
32. Red 32.
And ladies and gentlemen, just announced, tune into the post-game show after this. Hold on, we got a penalty. And that's going to be pass interference on Russia.
Automatic 1st and 10.
And an automatic first down for Australia, as that will push them closer to the end zone. On the 23, handoff to number 31.
It's
2nd and 4. Tobin able to gain 6 on that play. And under a minute left. But as I was saying, turn into the postgame show to find out what the expansions are going to do. And that's a sack by number 58.
It's 3rd and 14. The ball is
So now
on the
3rd and
26-yard
14.
line.
And I'm excited to see what expansion teams are going to join the GFL next season.
It's 4th and 10. The ball is on the 24.
So Australia going to add a little cushion to their lead to make it 17-7. Up, and is it good? It is.
The score is now.
So Australia now leads by 10, making it 17-7. And both teams headed onto the field. 9 seconds left here in the game. So I think Russia can maybe get one in, but I mean, at this point it's over because Australia has that 3-point cushion. And he's going to be near the goal line, so this is going to be a miracle here. And they're going to stop him at his 18. I mean, what do you do here? I mean, even if they were to get the touchdown, I mean, they'd still be down by 3 points. So, I mean, what do you do? Maybe give these fans a play to remember you by? I don't know. So, number 82, look at this. Oh, he can't get away from the defense as the defense catches up to him. And that's going to do it. And Australia will win this one. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for tuning in to this edition of the Global Football League. The final score is Australia 17, Russia 7. Thank you once again, ladies and gentlemen, and don't forget the post-game show is coming up next, right after this. Thank you, and we will see you next time. Good night, everybody. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the post-game show. And if you didn't hear earlier that there will be expansion teams for the GFL next season. And I'm here to announce what those teams will be. The teams that will join the Global Football League next season will be, and drum roll please, Israel, Saudi Arabia, Greece, and I think there was one more, but I can't remember what it is. But yes, possibly more will be underway. Oh yes, there is one more I forgot to mention. So we'll have Israel, we will have Greece, we will have Saudi Arabia, and the last one will be South Korea, who will also be joining the Global Football League, as we will be live from Seoul, South Korea. Saudi Arabia, Israel, and Athens, Greece. Now, it's unknown where in Saudi Arabia and Israel these will be hosted, but we will find out soon enough. But those are the 4 teams that will join the GFL next season. And there you see the schedule. Albania will take on Mexico. Canada will be at Spain. Great Britain will be at Argentina. Japan will be at Sweden. Brazil will be at Italy, and South Africa will be at Germany. And you look at the Division 1 standings. France still at number 1, but Australia will move to number 2 after their win, as both the USA and Russia are 0-1. And there hasn't been any games in Division 2 yet, but that is going to change, as the next game will be Albania at Mexico in Albania. Oh, sorry, there is. Oh, I'm sorry, the USA is in Division 2. I didn't see that. So, Albania is also in Division 2, so that's going to be a good one, as they will take on Mexico. So, standings going to shift after that one. Which teams will move up and which teams will move down. So, and there's what the playoffs are looking like so far. Pretty much. So you have France. They won their first game, so they're pretty much in. And then you have Australia, they won. And then you have Spain, because they haven't had any games yet, or Brazil, so that's subject to change. And then you have Albania, and their game is going to be soon, but still they haven't had a game yet, so playoffs going to shift a little bit. There's your statistics. So yeah, if the playoffs were to end today, these are the teams that would be in it. But yeah, we still got a long ways to go. So, and ladies and gentlemen, Monday and Tuesday, I will have a pregame show as well. So tune into that one. I can't wait for next season. Next season, we're not going to wait that long for next season. In September, we will have next season. So I'm trying to get this done. Once this finishes in September, depending on what day, for some of you know, Doug Flutie's Maximum Football is going to be released next month in September. I just don't know what day. They haven't announced what day it will be released, but they did say it will be released in September. So once that, season 2 is going to be on Doug Flutie's Maximum Football 2019. So that's going to be a good one. And if you haven't looked into that game, it is going to blow this one out of the water. Of course, I'm going to have to do all the teams all over again, which is going to suck. But anyways, enough about that. So that will be on Doug Flutie's Maximum Football next season. And then we're just going to go from there. So the third season will be on the next installment, and the next, and the next. If they make it that far, I don't know. Hopefully they will. If not, if they did put a stop to it, then I'll just keep making the seasons with the last game they released. But ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in to this edition for the GFL. And that's going to do it for the post-game report. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, and good night.